Hello guys, welcome to Nana in Canada. Oh my gosh, I'm super excited. I showed up on Canada's magazine. I was featured in one of Canada's magazines, you guys. Now this is a big deal for me. I know it might be not a big deal for people, but for me, it's rather a big deal, super big deal. I am super excited. So if you want to see which magazine I was featured on and the actual page or the actual paper, I'm gonna be posting it at the end of the video and showing you exactly where I was. And if you want a copy, also I'm gonna leave a link of the magazine on the description box. However, you guys, this is all how it started. I was doing what I love doing most, that is recording for you guys, taking videos, taking pictures, and sharing with you everything about Canada that I know, that I experience, that I see, everything. So guys, there's something I never told you. In Canada, if you come to Canada, each province operates autonomously, and that means they have their own rules. So if you come to Canada and you're changing provinces, you have to change your ID, you have your government ID, you have to change it to that province, you have to change your number plate, you have to change your driver's license. Like literally, I thought we were just in Canada, it's the entire Canada, and we do not need to change IDs or whatever. You know, like in Kenya, whereby it's just Kenya, whether you move to Mombasa County, Kilifi, Nairobi, you still use the same ID. Hey, here you have to change everything. So because I moved from BC, I need to change. They give me 3 months. They give me 3 months to change from BC to Alberta, including the health care card. You have to change it to the province that you are in. So on this day, it was my off day, and usually that's when I do videos. So I decided to get out and show up. I got this in Kenya, by the way, mtumba. I got them from Kenya, huh? But they're not really as warm as I would expect. I didn't know I was going to be featured. It was not planned at all. This is a case of being at the right time in the right place. And so I dolled up and I was getting ready to go, and I'll come back. I'm going to the library shortly, and then I'm going to look for, there's an East African restaurant in town.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So I'm going to check it out, see what they have, if they have like local stuff.
I think Ghana was in the news this week.
Was it?
They have an election, I think.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
No.
Yeah, I also need like better gloves because these ones are a little bit, they're not protecting my fingers as I...
Yeah, no, you need good winter gloves.
Yeah.
No, it's going to warm up a bit next week. But,
Oh, yay.
winter's here, so.
Yeah, brace for impact. Okay, then I'll see you guys later.
Yes,
Yeah. If you're not Canadian and you live in Canada, then you understand what I mean. Getting food that is familiar. Now I live in a smaller town and it's so hard to get African food, and I miss it a lot. And so when I moved to Calgary, and because it's a bigger city and there are more African there and African stores and restaurants, I was living my best life, you guys. It was my best life. And so I decided to go to an African restaurant, and this was not the first time I was going there. Probably this was the third time I was going there. I just wanted to eat some boozy fry, my friend. So the name of this is African restaurant is so hard, but it's predominantly a Somalian restaurant. However, if you're from East Africa, the food is kind of similar. The spices are kind of similar. And so, you get a taste of home. And so I liked going there to order, rice and boozy fry. That was my major thing that I was going to order there. They have chapati. They have a lot of different cuisines. However, for me, I was just going there specifically to get boozy fry. So this is how it all started, you guys. And I'm gonna be leaving short clips of how it all started, and I'm gonna be also chipping in to show you guys. So on this day, I was just, minding my business, and then I had to unplug my car. As I told you, in Calgary, it's way colder than in BC. This is the other thing that you guys also need to consider while you want to move to Canada, because there are provinces that are way colder than others. So in this case, I was moving from BC to Alberta. BC is the lesser cold province in Canada, and Alberta is a little bit cold. Yeah, you see the way snow is, it's deep. I'm almost digging in. So yeah, I need to stop because you see, like here, let's step on it. See how deep it is, and it's still going. So I don't want to go deeper because I don't want to get stuck on snow. And so you need to plug in your cars every night so that your oil does not freeze and you can start the car. I left, and in case you're wondering who that is, that's my host. I was living at his house before I moved into my own place. I got to the restaurant and I was minding my business, ordered my mbuzi fry and the fried rice. You guys, it is delicious. This food, it is super delicious. So I was minding my business, doing my own thing, and then guess what happened? I saw a guy walking in with these big equipments, photography equipment, cameras and lights, and I was just like, oh my gosh, what is happening? He talked to the owners of the restaurant and he explained why he was there and what he was there to do, blah blah blah. And then they seemed to be agreeing. Probably the owner of the restaurant knew or was expecting him. So he started doing his thing, but then along the way, he asked the owner of the restaurant if he could get a model. So the photographer asked the owner to, if they can get a model, somebody to, I just saw the owner of the restaurant walking towards me, and it's like, oh my gosh, I hope he's not gonna ask, but I hope he's gonna ask. I'm like, Anyways, you guys, long story short, he asked me to be the model, and I said, yeah, for sure. So then I had a short conversation with the photographer, and I was like, okay, so what's the name of the magazine? When is this coming out? I just was waiting for it to come out, and then of course he gave me the details and all that. I remember saving the name of the magazine on my phone because, you know what, I'm not a big newspaper magazine reader, but then I was like, this one, I'ma read it. I'ma read this one. Anyways, long story short, I ended up agreeing to being the model of this particular restaurant. As a matter of fact, they were not doing a feature of just one restaurant. They were featuring African dining in Calgary, and so they were going to different African restaurants in Calgary and interviewing them, taking pictures, and talking to them about different cuisines that they do offer and the history behind it, and just showcasing and featuring African stuff in Calgary. So anyways, you guys, if you don't know, Calgary is a very bigger city and it has a lot of Africans. So again, if you're looking into moving to a place where there are more Africans and so you can get African stuff, then you'd consider bigger cities. If you want some mbuzi fry and some fried rice and other African stuff. So that's how I featured in this magazine. So the magazine is called Avenue Magazine, and as a matter of fact, this is the feature. I'm just gonna show you on the screen, and I'm actually gonna show you where I was featured. It is beautiful. They have this painting on the wall. showcasing Africa, and the beautiful sunset in Africa, and a camel. It's really beautiful. If you can see on your screen, they did a number of African restaurant, including an Ethiopian, Eritrean coffee place. They also did a Tanzanian one, and then they did the one that I was actually at. It's called Luban. I hope I pronounce it right. So that was Luban. And you guys, that's me. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna expand it for you guys so you can see. That's me. Enjoying my food. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ha! Anyways, you guys, that's how I got featured in one of Canada's magazine. And I don't take it for granted how many people show up or how many people get featured in magazines. Not so many, you guys. So this was my opportunity. I am so excited to be on this magazine. Make sure you go and check Avenue magazine out, you guys. They're doing a great job in Calgary. Anyway, you guys, that's how I got myself in a magazine. And yeah, thank you for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.